Imagine you're just chilling out and playing some fighting games with some randos online, when suddenly you get a DM from someone you haven't met before asking for you to play a game. No, not that one, this one. But little did you know that inside the game was a very powerful knight wishing to take your soul. Wait a second.
Your soul is mine to devour!
Reveknight is a spooky tune created by Seiken writer or Seiken Rose DD. Oh, wait, that's me. Now, for those wondering what the term Spookatoon means, it's basically the Dandy's World equivalent of an EXE or horror group. There is another term for these kinds of DW creatures called Memento, but that sounds kind of meh. Anyways, Reveknight is a multi-dimensional entity, meaning he is both out of universe and in universe at the same time. How so? Well, let me explain. Reveknight was originally Sombron, a sentient piece of dark matter who explored deep space wishing for someone strong. You probably know the rest since it's typical EXE fare. He discovers the show Dandy's World and finds out about the multiple Toons. He gets interested in it and takes on the form of Soulvester, but instead of making his own realm or disc or something like that, he travels between dimensions to steal souls from various beings. And eventually finds our Earth along with a teen named Ryder Kokuza. Reveknight's creepypasta, called Curse of the Night, stars Ryder playing a very different version of the first Halloween event of Dandy's World. Instead of choosing between Boxten or Poppy at the start, Ryder had access to every single Toon available at the time, but was allowed to choose only 3 of them. He chose Boxten, Razzle and Dazzle, and Connie. He loads into an empty lobby as Boxten, heading to the elevator. The game then loads into the library floor, except it was more like a corridor. You know what that means? Walking simulator. After a while, Ryder encounters Reveknight, who asks him to either flee or face him head on. Like a sensible creepypasta prototype, Ryder moves Boxten away from the knight. Reveknight then rushes after Boxten, slams him to the ground, and rips out Boxten's soul from his chest. He then peers through his screen, noticing Ryder and informing him that he'll make the show entertaining. The game boots Ryder to the greenhouse floor with Razzle and Dazzle. Oh boy, more walking. After a while, the game cuts to black before Reveknight appears in front of the mask and pulls a classic Sonic.exe maneuver, teleport spamming until the victim gets tired. The mask has to freeze in place before Reveknight tears him in half, revealing another soul. The knight lays the halves down and grabs the soul before consuming it by opening the visor of his helmet, Ryder noticing a large eye for a second. The game then once again boots Ryder to a new floor, this time playing as Connie in a strange torchlit forest that he knows is part of the game. He follows the torches until he meets up with Reveknight. The knight taunts Ryder for choosing Connie before proceeding to transform into a larger, more monstrous form. He pins Connie to the ground with his claw-like hair thing, steals her soul, which really doesn't make sense because she's a ghost already, and then asks Ryder personally if he wishes to save the victims or to flee and never come back to the game again. Ryder thinks about it, saying that they're just characters from a game he hasn't even played at all, but he feels like it's too real, even for him. He then chooses to save them. Reveknight says that it was a good choice while approaching the screen. The game cuts before the clawed hand of the knight fades into view and drags Ryder into the game world itself. Ryder is now in the game world inside the body of Cordy, trapped for all eternity along with a knight that will torture him. So, let's get the most obvious fact out of the way. Reveknight is my first ever Spookatoon. While he's technically my second, with the first being a concept that very recently got refined into something else that I'll talk into another video. As for abilities, he can shapeshift due to his dark matter origins, mainly switching between his faker form and his revealed form. I'll touch on those later. He can teleport, which seen in the story, has the ability to travel dimensions, can summon small flames to attack, and can summon his own version of Soulvester's soul sword. A detail that is not explained in the pasta at all is that the Toons that Ryder plays as are victims within vessels, much like 2011X. However, the only true Toon that is alive is Reveknight himself. The others are in a permanent state of forced character roles. They have no mouth and must scream. Another fact related to Reveknight mostly involves content related to a certain indie rhythm game. That's right, Scratch and Melody, I mean Friday Night Funkin'. While canonically voiced by me, his original chromatic was sampled off of Chop Chop from Skylanders, played by Steve Bloom. Let's quickly do a design talk with Reveknight's faker form, which resembles Soulvester with his helmet closed and the ghostly green parts of his body being replaced by the dark purple. In his revealed form, the shoulders and forearms of his armor become spiked, and his helmet opens to reveal the red eye of his original form as Sombron. The hair coming out at the top of his helmet is also revealed to be an extension of his OG form. Speaking of that OG form, it's just a dark purple spear with a red eye and a claw-like limb coming out of it. And yeah, that's all I have to say about this guy of mine. Go support Secret Tears of Garden View. It's like Sonic Oddities. only less karate. Thanks for watching, subscribe and all that jazz, and explosion.